Hi everybody, hope you're having a great evening. Welcome to the second of my Total Wellness Mini Masterclasses. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Louise Wilson. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition and wellness coach. And I'm also an independent consultant with sustainable healthy living brand Arbonne, which provides amazing clean ingredient, vegan, gluten-free healthy living products, including nutrition, which is what we're going to talk about this evening, which is why I'm in the kitchen, because I'm going to give you a demo of something a little bit later on. So this is the second of 8 sessions that's going to run for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it to 20 minutes this evening on Facebook, most Thursday evenings at 7:30. There's a few interruptions in terms of dates between now and kind of mid-May. I'll keep posting the dates on the page, and if anyone wants to know more about what's coming up, just let me know. In terms of questions or anything you want to know more about, I won't be able to check comments during the live because I'm going through Zoom to Facebook. But if you've got any questions, just pop them in there, put them in the comments, or just message me directly and I will get in touch with you as soon as possible after this session to try and help you out. Okay, so this evening we are going to talk about one of my absolutely favorite topics. I get so excited about these. Anyone that knows me well knows that I'm a massive fan of Supershakes. That's what we're going to talk about this evening. Supershakes, absolute nutrition superheroes, totally brilliant for saving time, healthy snack hacking, total well-being, super weapon. Can't emphasize it enough. So that is what we're going to talk about this evening. I'm going to take you through what a Supershake is, what it's made up of. I'm going to give you 6 top tips on how to use them to maximally boost your nutrition and your well-being with minimal effort, because they are super easy. I'm going to include some information about how they can help you boost gut health and skin health, and some other things you can do as well, not just Supershakes, to boost your gut health and skin health, because that's super important too. I'm going to show you how to make the Supershakes. I've got all the stuff to my left here ready to go, and then I'm going to end with an incredible offer on Arbonne's fantastic protein powder, and some optional add-ons as well. So if you want to get going on Supershakes, if you want to give them a go, I can hook you up with absolutely everything you need at an amazing price as well. Okay, so what is a Supershake? So it is one of the easiest, simplest changes you can make in your nutrition staples with absolutely no hassle to massively boost your healthy eating, like in a heartbeat. They're super easy and they're so effective, and that's why as a nutrition coach I'm such a fan of them. What they're made up of is the sort of key ingredient is a high quality clean ingredient protein powder. Obviously I'm going to recommend Arbonne's one, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go through. Your chosen liquid, so that might be water, it might be milk or a non-dairy milk, or a combination of both. I use a combination of non-dairy milk and water, but that's down to personal preference. But it's got to be some liquid in there, some kind of fresh or frozen fruit or vegetables. Frozen is great because it's really easy. You can keep it in the freezer. It's not going to go off. You don't have to worry about it perishing. And obviously it makes the Supershake nice and cold as well, which most people tend to prefer. So if you like your stuff cold, then adding frozen ingredients is ace. If you're not using frozen ingredients, you can just use ice, obviously. And you can leave it there. You know, that in itself is going to be like a super healthy, nutrient-packed snack or breakfast. And actually Arbonne's Feel Fit protein powder has 20 added vitamins and minerals as well. So even if you just do the protein powder and some frozen fruit or veg, you've got yourself a really nutrient dense snack right there. But there are things that you can add on, and we'll go into that in more detail as we go on. But you know, you can add optional well-being supplements for things like your gut health, skin health, fiber intake, boosting your greens intake. There's lots of possibilities there. I'm going to talk about some of those. And then you can also, if you want to make it more hearty, a bit more filling, you can add an optional healthy fat source as well. So healthy fats are fats which come from things like nuts, seeds. Frozen avocado is a thing now. I discovered it a little while back in the supermarket, so that's really handy for Supershakes. Any kind of nut butter, so peanut butter, cashew butter, almond butter, anything like that. So those are really good sources of unsaturated or healthy fats, which are really important in our diet, and they're great in a Supershake as well. Just blend them in there, and they make it a little bit more filling. So 6 top tips we're going to go through this evening in terms of Supershakes. So I'll give you the rundown, and then we'll look at each one in a bit more detail. So they are absolutely brilliant because they are decision reducing, time saving, healthy snack hacking like absolute, just brilliant things. They give you endless variety in terms of the ingredients you can put in, but they reduce decision making, which is a massive win if we can do that with our nutrition and sustainable healthy eating habits. And we'll talk more about why. Number 2, they're a great way to increase protein, which many people will benefit from for optimal health. Number 3, great way to boost our gut health, and we're going to talk about why and how. Great way to boost our fruit and veg intake. Lots of us are not getting enough fruit and veg. 5 a day is like, it's an absolute minimum. You know, we all want to be trying to get to more than that if we can, like 7 to 9 maybe for optimal health, which is, it's hard, you know, it's hard to do. So super shakes are a really effective way to boost that. Also a great way to boost skin health. I'll talk about why. And number 6, really portable, and for most people, just an easily digestible, portable, super healthy snack. Okay, so let's talk first of all about decision reducing and time saving, because that is kind of the holy grail, isn't it, of good nutrition for a lot of people. If you're, you know, especially if you're a busy working parent, or not even, you know, you don't have to be a parent, but we've all got a lot of responsibilities. Generally, we're all busy, and anything that can help us eat healthily but without you know, the need to faff a lot and make lots of decisions is a really good thing. You know, we all feel short on time. We all feel like we have too many decisions to make every day, not just about food, but about everything. So having something like a super shake, which is your go-to, massively frees up mental bandwidth, basically. And it's going to make us much less likely to reach for, you know, quick to grab, less healthy options, which might be kind of more highly processed, have a higher amount of refined sugar or salts or fats, you know, things which are just kind of easy to grab, but not necessarily great for us, and not necessarily going to fill us up. So we can sort of get into a cycle of snacking a bit, but then still feeling hungry, so snacking again. Super shakes are a great kind of, you know, between, if you've got quite a substantial gap between meals, they're a brilliant filler in the middle. They're also great for breakfast. So it's going to help us pack a huge nutrient punch in something that takes less than 5 minutes to make, and it's gonna, you know, be a staple go-to for us, which is absolutely brilliant. Number 2, an easy, healthy way to boost protein. So protein is really important for all of us. You know, supplementing with additional protein is not necessarily just for people who are really active or do a lot of exercise or spend a lot of time at the gym. I think we kind of associate it with that, but it's really important for everybody. It does so much in the body. So it produces all kinds of important molecules like enzymes, hormones, neurotransmitters, antibodies for our immune system. It helps replace worn out cells, so it aids in continuous growth and repair. Consuming more protein can help increase levels of a hormone called glucagon, which I always struggle to say, but glucagon can help control body fat. So it causes the liver to break down stored glycogen, turns it into glucose for use by the body. And so having good glucagon levels is really helpful for healthy weight management, and protein helps with that. And protein also helps liberate, I love that word, liberate free fatty acids from our fatty tissue, from our adipose tissue. So it's going to use more of that fat as fuel for our cells. So protein kickstarts a lot of really helpful processes in terms of weight management, and general health as well. You know, it's not just about weight management. So evidence strongly suggests that, you know, a lot of people are getting enough protein possibly for just kind of to avoid protein deficiency, you know, so for kind of basic health, which is fine. But there's a lot of evidence to suggest that consuming a higher level can support optimal health and good weight management. So that's why supplementing can be a great idea. And we don't need to worry about consuming more than we need. We're very, very unlikely to do that unless we're having, like, I don't know, 7 protein shakes a day and eating 2 chickens, or, you know, whatever crazy protein rich diet some people might be on. We're unlikely to consume too much. And actually, if we consume more than we need, our body just excretes it. We just get rid of it. So you never need to worry about over consumption of protein. So basic rule, many of us would reach, you know, better levels of health and well-being if we upped our protein, and a super shake through the protein powder is a brilliant way to do that. All right, so number 3, great way to boost gut health. So gut health is a huge topic. I think I'm going to do a separate session on it at some point, because it's so important and there's so much to cover. But essentially, when we talk about gut health, and there is a lot of talk about gut health at the moment, there's a lot more kind of in the media, there's lots of books that are out, there's quite a few kind of semi-celebrity kind of gut health specialists that are out there. What we're talking about when we talk about gut health is the health of our gut microbiome and our gut lining. And a healthy gut microbiome is a diverse one with a good diverse balance of friendly gut bacteria, so the ones that are going to help keep us healthy and keep us well. We've got over 400 species of microbes living in our gut, in our gastrointestinal tract, which totals around 7 kilos of mass. It's like, wow, 7 kilos of gut microbiome. That is like huge. So they play, you know, there's a lot of them, and they play a really, really important role in the body. We're still learning more, we're still understanding more about exactly what the relationship is between the diversity of the gut microbiome and various aspects of our physical and mental health, actually. But lots of evidence, all the evidence seems to point to, you know, good gut health as being absolutely key to pretty much every other area of our well-being. So it's a key thing that we can do to shift the needle on our general health and well-being. And it's so easy, you know, it's so simple to do, and a super shake is a really good way to do it. So why do we need a healthy gut? Lots of reasons, but to name but a few. So our gastrointestinal tract, obviously it brings in food, it processes food and nutrients, we know all about that, but it also does a huge number of other things. So it contains a large percentage of our serotonin, which is the hormone that stabilizes feelings of happiness and well-being. It's obviously a physical barrier against kind of pathogens, so it protects our system from things which might do us harm otherwise. And it detoxifies potentially harmful substances in the body. It contains a second brain known as the enteric nervous system. So there seems to be a really, you know, sort of rich and varied connection between the gut and the brain, which is still being understood. But lots of evidence points to, you know, healthy gut and better levels of mental health, which obviously is really important. The gut secretes hormones that have all kinds of functions in the body, all kinds of other aspects of physiological functioning. And our gut also helps regulate our immune system. And it's thought that up to 75% of the things which determine our immune system reside in our gut. So it's really important. It's really important that we look after it. There are obvious signs that our gut health might not be so good. So, you know, excessive gas, excessive bloating, lots of constipation, diarrhea, all of those things, you know, might be obvious signs of a disturbed gut, but it can affect other areas of our health as well, which are much less obvious. So things like joint pain from inflammation, disturbed sleep, skin irritations or rashes, general fatigue and headaches. There's so many things which are increasingly being linked back to gut health, or where gut health has been, improvements in gut health have been seen to have an improvement on these things. So it's really, really important. So in terms of what we can do, there's loads we can do. Which is great. I'm just going to give you like 3 of the top things. So there's plenty we can do. The one thing I do want to say is if you have got any of those symptoms or any other symptoms and you're concerned about them, then obviously see a doctor, because it's obviously really important to rule out any serious or gastrointestinal conditions or other conditions that might be causing any sort of ill health. So if you're concerned, see a doctor, you know, get things ruled out. Okay. In terms of what we can do just on a day-to-day basis, not just if we're experiencing symptoms, but just as a good healthy habits that are going to keep our gut healthy, so hopefully we don't run into problems, you know, just from a kind of preventative point of view and a generally looking after our health. We can slow down our eating. So slowing down eating and chewing is important for enzyme release in the digestive system. It's going to help break food down more effectively, make it more manageable for the gut. We can eat gut health friendly foods. Again, it's a huge topic. I'll cover it separately another time, but some examples are yogurts with live cultures, plenty of fruit and veg, because they're fiber rich, and fiber is really important. Whole grains, nuts and seeds, again for fiber. So in a nutshell, good gut bacteria love fiber. Bad gut bacteria, the ones that are not good for our health, love sugar. So reducing refined sugar, upping fiber, and you're onto a winner. Okay. Another thing we can do, which is super simple, is add a gut health supplement to our super shake. So I'm going to put this one in the super shake in a minute when I make it, so you'll see how it goes in. But this is Arbonne's gut health supplement. It's really, it has a very, very mild ginger taste. You can just knock it back with water, or you can put it in the super shake, and it's such a mild taste that once it's mixed with other ingredients, you just can't taste it at all. And that contains a blend of digestive enzymes and probiotics that are going to support good gut health. So that's just a really simple change that we can do, and it can be, you know, a really good way to get our gut health back on track and keep it there. Okay, so number 4, Supershakes are a really easy way to boost fruit and veg. So we know that that's important. We know we need to eat a rainbow to get good variety of nutrients. We know that eating more fruit and fiber increases our fruit and veg increases our fiber intake, but it can be really hard to do. Fiber is really important for gut health as well. So it helps the friendly gut bacteria do their jobs. It helps break down the breakdown of fiber, so it regulates pH balance, which gives the best environment for the beneficial bacteria in the gut. So upping our fruit and veg is going to be really, really helpful. But it can be hard to do, you know, when life is busy. And so frozen or fresh, but I tend to use frozen fruit or veg in a super shake is just like an easy solution that we can do. We also have a superfood greens powder, which I was really hoping would arrive by today because I've run out, but it hasn't, so I can't show it to you. But it's a scoop of superfood greens that can optionally go in the super shake as well. And that's a blend of 37 concentrated dried fruit and vegetables. So it's got a really broad spectrum of phytonutrients, or phytonutrients are just nutrients from plants. So that can be a really good way to boost as well. Okay, I'm going to race through number 5 and 6, and then I'm going to make this super shake for you. So super shake's also a great way to boost skin health. So just like our gut health can need a bit more attention and a bit more assistance as we get a bit older. So actually just from our 40s onwards, which is pretty young, but our gut health can start to decline then if we don't look after it. Our skin health is the same. So collagen, which gives skin its firmness and its elasticity and its kind of healthy look, declines, as most of us know, many of us know. So it declines in women. It starts to decline a bit younger in women than it does in men. So potentially from our 30s or even our late 20s as women. And you know, there are things we can do to boost our body's production of collagen and to boost our skin health. So antioxidant rich foods like berries are brilliant, and they can go in the shake. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Things like chia seeds, which can also go in the shake, or you can just have them elsewhere in your diet. They're a great source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. And what they do, omega-3s and omega-6s, is they protect the skin's barrier, so they lock in moisture, which obviously is really important for healthy looking skin. And we can also, if we want to, add a skin collagen boosting supplement. So I'll put this in the shake in a moment. So this is our one skin elixir collagen booster. It just has a berry, sort of like a mild berry flavor. So it goes with any kind of red fruits or berries or cherries or anything like that goes in the super shake. Again, you can just have it with water and just drink it. I've got a lot of clients that just sip on it as a drink or knock it back. But I like to put it in the shake because it's just easy and it's done and dusted then. And what this will do, it's a vegan collagen supplement. So there are quite a number of collagen supplements on the market that are animal byproduct based. So if you don't want to use animal products, this is a really great option because it's vegan and it boosts our body's own, has ingredients in it like biotin and sea buckthorn, which boosts our body's own capacity to produce collagen, you know, to continue to produce collagen at a healthy level, because we produce collagen all the time. So number 6, and then I'm going to make one. Just super shakes are just a really great portable, easily digestible solution, and for people on the go. So you can make it and drink it, or you can make it and take it to work. You can leave it in the fridge at work. You can take it out in the car. It's just super versatile, and for most people it's kind of easily digestible on the go, because when we're eating on the go or snacking on the go, that can make us feel a bit uncomfortable, but these tend to be, because it's in that kind of liquid form, it tends to be really easy to digest and really gentle on the digestive system, because when we're sort of eating and rushing, that can make us feel like, you know, like we're getting a bit of indigestion. So super shakes are great from that point of view. So if you do start using super shakes, I recommend that you get a blender or use a blender that's got, so this one is just with a bottle that you can literally just stick the lid on and go. I use a Breville, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's a Breville one. You'll see it in a minute, so I'm going to use it. So let's, I'm going to show you how to make one, and then I'm going to tell you what to do if you want to get hold of the protein supplements to make it yourself. So we've just probably got a few minutes left and then we'll be done. I'm just going to change the camera angle slightly, so hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. I think I might have like chopped my own top of my head off there. So, okay, so first thing that goes in is your liquid first rather than dry ingredients first. So I'm using oat milk. I sometimes use soya milk. You can use anything, any kind of milk you like. Some people do make it with just water, but A, that can taste a bit watery, and B, you're missing out on the nutrients that you would get if you used a dairy milk or a non-dairy milk. So I recommend that. You want 400 mils of liquid. So what I tend to do is about 300 of plant-based milk, and then I top it off with water. But I've forgotten to get some water ready, so I'm just going to do the whole thing. This has got a measuring thing on the side, which is really helpful. So I highly recommend having one of those if you're going to go with this. So this is the protein powder. It's the vanilla flavour. There's a few flavours. There's vanilla, there's chocolate, there's various like limited edition ones. I think there's a banana pancake flavour one at the moment. Vanilla's my favourite because it's just really versatile. Pretty much goes with anything. The chocolate is also lovely, but a little bit less versatile in terms of what you can mix it with. So 2 scoops, and that 2 scoops is going to give you 20 added vitamins and minerals and 20 grams of protein. So you want to tap it against the side so that it kind of levels off. You want it to be level scoops. So there's the first one. I'm going to put the second one in now. And so Arbonne's vegan protein is made from mainly pea and cranberry. That's the protein source. As I say, it's completely clean ingredients. There's no artificial sweeteners, no artificial preservative, nothing artificial, really high quality, clean ingredients. I'm going to put in the skin health and the gut health. So these are little stick packs. Obviously, you don't have to put all of these in every day. I sometimes, mix it up and alternate, but I'm just showing you sort of the full breadth of what can go in. So this is my skin health. So I'm just going to chop the top off, and I'm just going to pop that in there. It just goes in like so. Well, Arbonne operates a recycling scheme, so you can get an envelope to put all of these things in and then send them back for recycling, which is brilliant. So I can tell you more about that if you are interested. I seem to have 2 skin elixirs here. So that was the skin elixir collagen builder. This is the gut health probiotic and digestive enzyme, which I'm going to put in. So again, chop the top off. Oh, fail. I didn't chop the top off properly. So just so you know, in case I forget to tell you at the end, the protein powder at the moment, the vanilla and the chocolate flavour, is buy one, get one free, which is amazing. So that's until the end of March at the latest, but when the stock is gone, it will go. It's like while stocks last. So it's a really good time to give it a try if you'd like to. So got my skin health, skin elixir, got my gut health, got my protein powder, got my non-dairy milk. I'm going to put my frozen stuff in. So I've elected for berries and cherries, raspberries and cherries. Raspberries are brilliant, great source of fibre, and really tasty. I sometimes use blueberries. I sometimes use and this is all frozen, so it's really convenient. Sometimes use like a mix, breakfast smoothie mix, which has got mango, kiwi, and kale in it. Frozen cherries are going in now. Cherries are a brilliant source of antioxidants, so they're really good for skin health as well. And I'm going to put peanut butter in as my optional healthy fat, which obviously you don't have to do, but I like it, and it does makes it a bit more kind of filling. So just like a heaped teaspoon. As I say, you could add flax seeds, chia seeds. There's all different possibilities. If anyone does want to order some of the protein powder, I've got a really great little booklet of like suggested combinations that I can print off, like recipes that you can have a go at. So got everything in there. It's all layered up. I'm going to stick the top on. So this blender is so easy because you just make it and then take it. So I'm going to turn it upside down, give it a little shake so the liquid travels down to the bottom. This is the blender. That one, got it on Amazon. I recommend it to all my nutrition clients that do Supershakes because it does the job really well. I'm going to shove that on. So it's going to be a bit loud for a moment. I'm going to mix it up. Yeah. Done. My other top tip with these is rinse them out straight after you use them. It's much easier to wash them up if you do that. So I'm going to take that off. I haven't got the lid to hand, but it comes with a lid. So if you want to make it and take it, then you can. I tend to just have it at home, but if I'm on the go and in the car, then I'll pop the lid on. And that's it. So that's raspberries, cherries, and vanilla. Bottoms up. And it's delish. Oh man, that's so good. Love them. I've actually had my super shake today, so I need to try not to drink all of this, but you know what, I might just have a second. It is something you can have every day. Some people do have 2 a day, which is absolutely fine. But it's not something that you have to have every day, so it can be,